Hey everybody, welcome back to day 3, Breakfast with Bob from Daytov Challenge Roth. My name is Bob Babbitt and we're brought to you by HOKA Fly Human Fly, Master Spas, deboer wetsuits, Outrigger Kona Resort and Spa. Stay longer and save more. And our Challenge Athletes Foundation, our next guest, unfortunately is not racing. Max Sperl joins us. Max, we're in Oceanside. You were sick before that race, couldn't race. And then you're here, and calf injury?
Yeah, I have a calf tear. Yeah, it's not the easiest start of the season. Of course, I was really fit before Oceanside. Arrived there,
yes.
Got sick, and then I was just focusing on this race. And yeah, unfortunately, 10 days ago, I got a calf tear, and yeah, you can't run a marathon with a calf tear.
No, and also it's a long season.
Yeah.
Right? It's a long season. You got plenty of time to, sometimes these things work out for the best, where you have an early season, you're sick or have some injuries, and then the end of your season is you're on fire.
Yeah.
Because you were able to start a little later.
Yeah. I think if you can have a strong back half of the season, then yeah, you still have a lot of cards to play. So yeah, I'm not too worried, but would be nice to get the race under the belt.
So what got you into the sport?
I started off as a runner. And then slowly got into triathlon. There wasn't like a turning point or anything. Right. And yeah, then I raced short course for a little while, and then in end of 2022, I did 70.3 Bahrain.
Got third.
I got third there, and then from then on, I focused more on the longer races. Last year, I still did both a little bit. So my results were a little up and down. I mean, you're Oceanside. This is last year, 2024. 5th in Oceanside, and 7th at St. George, and 4th at Challenge San Remo, 8th at Ibiza T100. Getting an 8th there in that field. Yeah. That's a world championship field. Yeah. It was my first race in the T100, and
that's impressive.
I think 8 was really solid, would have loved to get better as always. Huh?
Well, and then at the same time, you had 3 DNFs from sick, injury.
Yeah, it was all very unfortunate. Like Las Vegas, I again, like in Oceanside.
Yeah.
I had a long travel from Germany, and then race week I got sick, and I still tried, because there's not every day you get to race at T100. So I still try, but I was just sick and not able to produce any performance. So it doesn't make any sense.
You had a win at Challenge San Remo in 2023.
Yeah.
And I think, is that the number 1 win so far?
Yeah, long course. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Really good.
It was actually in the year where I still wasn't like focusing on middle distance, and it was one of my 2nd or 3rd or maybe 5th long distance, not or middle distance.
Yes.
So I wasn't expecting much, but that showed me that
it's there.
It's there if I get it together on the day. Yeah.
Right. Well, the hard part is you're balancing swim, bike, run, nutrition, strength training, being healthy, travel, getting off the plane healthy. I guess all that stuff. Yeah. That's what makes the puzzle so cool when it works. Yeah. When you have a San Remo type of day, you look back at that and go, okay, that's where it's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I know when I'm fit and healthy that I can compete with the best.
Right.
I don't have the doubt, but I'm struggling with like traveling a lot. I don't know why, but if I have like long flights or long travels, my body is not dealing with it. So but unfortunately it's part of the game, and you have to deal with it in some way. So I have to figure it out.
What's been your favorite race so far?
I think like we already talked about, San Remo was really nice. I really liked the course.
The course is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very technical. I really like that one. And Oceanside that's why I came back this year,
Right.
because it's a really nice race. It always has a strong field.
Always.
I'm trying
Early
to
in the season.
Yeah, early in the season. I really like Oceanside, and yeah, that gotta be one of my
So
favorites.
when you look at this race from the outside, since you won't be racing, and it's Sam Laidlaw and Vincent Louis and all these guys, there isn't an overwhelming Magnus Ditlev type of favorite like
Yeah.
we've had in the past.
Yeah.
When you look at the start list, who do you see as players?
I think my favorite for Sunday is late entry Jonas Schomburg.
Yes.
I mean, I know him for quite some while, and I know how he races. He's gonna
go for it.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it, and it's gonna be a catch me if you can, and
So that's sort of Sam Laidlaw too.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting who's gonna take it by the horns, but I think there's a couple of guys that are gonna try and mark the race, but I think there's a lot of unexpected things as well, because a lot of the guys are doing their first full distance, and
So many.
yeah.
So many doing their first full distance, and so many of these guys. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if very early those two guys just decide, hey, we're gone. Let it come down to between us.
Yeah.
Let's get off the bike with 5-6 minutes and see what happens.
I think it's in the past it was always like you said, a Magnus Ditlev who just did his own thing here, and I think this year it's really open, because like a Vince or like a Fred Funk, you don't know, they're all fit, but they never did long distance, so
I know,
but they're all willing to suffer, so I think it's going to be really exciting.
Now, Jonas is somebody who's been he certainly could be, he could wire to wire this. Certainly, with his swim background. I know this guy, he's not afraid. No.
So he's gonna go for it, and if it works out, it works out. If not, he's gonna try again.
Yeah. How old is he?
I think he's 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and that had to be so disappointing for him to have his basically pulled because his handlebars were a mess.
I saw him, how devastated he was on the side of the road, and I think he was still keen to try and race without the handlebars until the referee pulled him off.
It's not safe.
But maybe, like we said before, sometimes it's also a good thing. So he's here for Sunday, and maybe he's gonna race even better.
For the rest of your season, what are you looking at?
I'm trying to get healthy first.
Yes.
I know I'm fit. It's just the running now that bothers me, so I can get back this really quick, and then I'll try to do 70.3 LMC.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were 19th there last year.
Yeah, I had a 5-minute penalty.
What?
Oh my God! Don't ask me about it.
Do you even know what it was for?
No, it was apparently for drafting, but I don't know. Someone slotted in front of me, and I didn't make the correct distance in time. I don't know.
I think a lot of the rules make it tough to race.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I should be able to go by one person at a time.
Yeah.
Because why would I? There's no way I could pass 5.
Yeah.
So you got to go by one at a time. And
then
slot
and I mean,
in.
if someone's slotting in before me, I'm gonna stop
Back
pedaling,
off.
but I'm not gonna brake.
No.
So, well, it's a decision in the moment that the referees take. So it is what it is. Yeah. And then I will try to do. I'm thinking about doing a late Ironman.
Get maybe potentially qualify for Kona for next year.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm maybe thinking maybe Ironman Arizona or something.
Well, see, you have the luxury of time.
You
got plenty of time to make that decision.
But LMC first, and then maybe if I get a wild card, I do a T100, and then we'll see how that.
How do you find when you did like T100, the Ibiza? just the level of racing and the high and the intensity, just a different level.
Yeah, it was on. Like, it was on from the
first swim stroke.
Yeah. There wasn't the moment where you kind of relax or it was full gas. But it was like, for me, I wasn't surprised because I know from short distance. I was just surprised that you can go so hard for so long. But I just got thrown in, and
you just did it.
Yeah, I just did it, and then afterwards I was like, oh, okay, this is
now I know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is, and this is how we can race. So yeah,
that is cool. So where will you be watching the race from?
I'll just
get on the course.
Yeah, I'll hop on my gravel bike and see how many times I can see the guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're bummed not to be racing, but thank you for still coming and joining us. And hopefully we'll see you down the line later this summer to race.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, and always a pleasure to talk to you.
Love it. Max Sperl has been our guest, everybody. Again, that is a wrap for day 3 of Breakfast with Bob. We will be back with finish line interviews on Sunday. Enjoy the coverage. You can watch the race online. Challenge Roth has amazing coverage of it. I think it's Belinda Granger and Sebastian Kienle will be co-hosting. So check it out. Thanks again for tuning in. See ya.